This course section here will be another practice section, where you can practice all these basics and also more advanced concepts you learned up to this point. And in this section, we're going to build this React project management application here, where you can create projects, add tasks to projects, and view different projects, and where you can also clear tasks and delete projects. And whilst this is of course a fairly basic application still, you will see that it combines many of these features you learned about up to this point. For building this application, you will need to work with components and state, but also probably with refs and portals. And of course, you'll also need to apply some styles. And whilst we will build this application together, step by step, throughout this section, I strongly recommend that you also take it as a challenge and that you try to build this project, this app, on your own. Or at least try to get as far as possible. And keep in mind that there is no wrong solution here. Simply find a solution and then take a look at my solution and see how I built this and why I made certain choices. Now, attached to this lecture here, you'll find a starting project, both a local and a Code Sandbox version, and of course, as always, the two versions are equal. For the local version, you need to install the dependencies first, and then, of course, also start the dev server. For Code Sandbox, as always, you don't have to do that, and you should then see something like this on the screen. And this project will also use Tailwind CSS for styling. That's why you find these small utility classes on this H1 element here. Now, the starting project I prepared for you here already has Tailwind CSS installed, so you can use that project without installing it on your own. And if you do follow my recommendation and you try building this on your own, you should therefore also check out the official Tailwind documentation to see which classes can be added to achieve a certain look. Though if you don't want to dive into that, if you're not interested in it, that's of course also fine. Just build an ugly version of this project and just make sure that it works, like the project I showed you a couple of seconds ago. Because that's of course the most important part. You should get the React code right. The styling is not that important. And therefore, definitely try this on your own first. Starting with the next lecture, I'll show you my solution.